Jolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And it's always exciting when we have a new arc, like we have the Year of Hell Part 2 now, because of all the new stuff coming in. In this case, we have a new ship, we have new formation armadas, we have tons of new artifacts, but of course we also have new officers. And as usual, when new officers are introduced into the game, I do a little preview. And that's what I'm doing in this video today and in 2 other videos in the next time. And we just have a kind of little look at the officers, and starting with one of the epic officers. We have 2 epics and 1 rare this time. Usually it always was 1 epic and 2 rares, but this time we have 2 epics, and one of them is Annorax, and he's a very interesting one. But still, we have a look at the basics. He's class command, which means he needs command badges to upgrade. He is from the group Voyager 30th Anniversary. That means if he's captain, he can get synergy from others of that group that are on the bridge with him, or he can give synergy to a captain of that group if he's just on the bridge. And he's from the independent faction. In the past, it would have meant independent credits, but with new officers, I'm always careful. So until I can upgrade him for the first time, or one of my viewers can upgrade him, I don't know what material you need to do that. There's always a text about the officers in the info box, and this one is from Star Trek Voyager, from a double episode. So if you haven't seen that, you will want to read the text about him here in the info box. He does have a captain maneuvers you could hear that's past, present, and future, and that one is really interesting. It increases the select rewards from hostile chests. And that are a lot of different chests. The G3 to G6 parts and refined materials, faction messages and credits, Herogen relics, mycelium, exotic biotoxins, Cindy scraps and bounties, Trallium and Fatu Cray scraps by 30% of base at the beginning. For the beginning, that is a lot of different chests. And we're talking about the chests and not the normal loot. Yeah, you use the Picard 511 data with Dr. and Butcher Calra crew for loot. But now we're talking about the bonus chests that you get and that you claim later. And for that, the loot officers don't work to improve that. But we get more and more enemies where the important part is not the general loot they bring. It is the bonus chests. It's the Fatu Cray, for example. It is, of course, the freighters in the mirror universe where you get faction credits from destroying them. That's where you want to have a bonus as well. And that's where Annorax comes in. He is giving you more of the content of those chests. And that's why I really like it. And on the other side, I'm really glad that we finally have another so to speak, PvE officer here, not another set of PvP officers. We had enough of those recently. But a PvE officer with a really, really helpful captain maneuver. And that's what I'm really looking forward to test in the future, if I can get him. About getting him, we talk in a minute. But we also need to have a look at his officer ability, that his time is patient. He increases the apex barrier by 2,000 for 2 rounds when hit by a hostile. And that's once per weapon. And that's cumulative. So in the second round, you can have 4,000. And that will be 3,200 at rank 5. And that is a nice thing. And it's against hostiles. So the red ones, the red enemies out there. PvE. And that combined with the other 2 new officers will be a really nice thing. And especially, but I'm very fond of his apex barrier help, but I'm really fond of his captain maneuver. So I'm really looking forward to getting him. In the previews, I can only tell you that an epic officer should have 3 different abilities for away team assignments, but I can only show you those after I got the officer. That's why I later, once I have him and used him and tried him, will make another video on him. But he will have 3 traits for away team assignments. Which these are, I don't know, but I'm hoping that my very nice viewers, once they get him, write that in the comments and on Discord. That always happened in the past. I'm very grateful for that, and I'm hoping that this will happen again this time. But we also need to talk about how to get him. And for this, we quickly can go to the battle pass, especially in the elite path of it. There are a few shards of Annorax in here. There are 4. There are 2 in the free path, and there are another 14 at the end. 4 in the free path and 10 in the elite path. That will not be enough to unlock him. But if we go to the hologram on our station, if you've seen my battle pass video, you will already know what I'm going to tell, but that's part of the officer here. And at the moment when he's new, this is a very important part, and that's the events that are upcoming. Because there is recruit events here and there are 2 weekends with an SLB to recruit him, where you can spend materials to recruit him, and there's an SMS event from the 8th to the 23rd that works like with the Soren event we had the last time, where you can complete 1 SMS, and if you did that, there will be a second tier SMS. Will be a bit more difficult, require more materials, but you can go through more milestones and collect more shards for him. And then if you even manage the second one, there will be a 3rd tier where you can go through the milestones again. That's the same that happened with Soren. That's why at copy and paste they forgot to change the name Soren to Annorax, as you can see here in the text. But this will be the Recruit Annorax SMS. And I saved a lot of materials. I could open the treasury this morning with my broken to ceiling rods the morning I'm filming this. And because of that, I really hope that I can recruit Annorax via the initial events, as I could do with a lot of epic officers in the past, and I hope you can too. But that's at the moment the only source to getting him, besides buying him, of course. Although I haven't seen him in the shop yet. But I think a lot of people will be able to get him via the SMS and the SLB, and that will be a really nice help for your PvE journey. Especially with this new captain maneuver, which we haven't seen before. I'm really looking forward to your opinion about Annorax. So please write it in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.